Hi, and welcome back to the Gydeline compliance journey. Thanks for joining us. We're currently working through our people assessment. So from the Gydeline dashboard, I'm going to go ahead and click into the people assessment. And if you remember last time, we completed the recruitment assessment. And so this time, we're going to move on and look at contracts. So again, we're going to answer all the questions, and bear in mind that your assessment for your organisation may be different because the assessment is completely dynamic, so will change, but this should give you some idea as to the process you need to work through. So which of the following do you provide for those on fixed, full and part-time contracts? Well, we certainly provide a pay slip. We are very considerate of flexible working, and we are completely flexible. We don't currently have an anti-discrimination policy written, so I'll leave that one. We don't make people work longer than maximum hours, but again, we have a slight issue with our hours versus contribution versus holidays, because we like to be more flexible than that, so that's something we need to work on. We provide those on 0 hours contracts with well, we do pay at least a lot better than the minimum wage, and certainly they can work for others and they can look for work elsewhere. And again, the annual leave for us is a tricky one. When employing family members, certainly we don't treat them any differently. We pay tax and national insurance. We don't employ any younger family members, but if we did, we would follow those times. We have offered workplace pensions, and we do have employers' liability insurance. For all types of contract work and employee, which of the following do we provide? No unlawful deductions. Again, we need to look at the holiday. We don't force them to work more than 48 hours a week. We treat everybody equally. Protection against whistleblowing and discrimination. We need to get those written into policy somewhere. We wouldn't do them, but we need to get them written in. We would do statutory maternity and paternity pay. And again, because of our non-hours based culture, we need to look at this process of opting out. For those who have a contract of employment, which of the following do we also provide? We pay people anyway. Because of our contribution system, we just continue paying people. Minimum notice periods, protection against time off emergencies, certainly. We're very flexible, and we continue to pay people. Redundancy pay is an interesting one, and we need to write that into contract and policy, so I'll leave it blank for now because we're not 100% that we've got that covered off. Do we provide a terms of employment to those working for you? Yes, we do. How do we apply that? Well, there's a statement of employment. Do you tell employees which parts of the term are legally binding? We haven't done that, so we need to address that. Which of the following do you include in your contract or statement of employment? Well, business name, address, employee's name, job title, start date, payment amount and schedule. Hours, again, is a tricky one. Requirement to work outside a 9 to 5, again a tricky one for us. And holiday. A place is fine. Pensions we include. Grievance we include. Disciplinary need to check. Sick pay and issues and complaints. So a few things just to double check, really. It may be we have them. I don't have the statement in front of me, so we need to double check those, so I'm going to leave them until I've done that. Does your contract or statement of employment also include end date of a contract or the length of a temporary job. And again, I'm not sure. For any self-employed workers used, do you have a contract that states their rights and responsibilities? No. So that's the contract section complete. I'm going to go ahead and save that, and as we did last time, we will return to the dashboard and we will have a look at our to-do list, and we'll look at people, contracts, and have a look at all the things we need to do. So not that many. Tell people which legally binding, implement for self-employed, ensure start dates, and do an assessment of our implied terms. If we have a look at the completed items as well and apply that filter, we'll see that there are 18 items, and a lot of those we've already covered. So that's contracts. We will need, as part of our compliance efforts, to do a review and get some advice, because we don't employ people on fixed hours. We believe on an outputs based and contribution scenario, which you can see more on our website about page, but that does present us with some unique difficulties which those organisations that give 37-hour contracts and pay by the hour may not face. So hope that's been interesting, and we will see you next time as we continue our compliance journey. We hope you find your compliance simple.